Welcome to the WeRPN Social Wellbeing module on social skills. The learning objectives of this module are to examine how your relationship with others is also important for your overall well-being, focusing on the social skills components of emotional intelligence. Social skills are often equated with manners, but there is so much more to understanding what social skills are. Social skills are generally used as a broad term, and when you look at them in relation to emotional intelligence, they are more focused. Social skills as an emotional intelligence are defined as your ability to understand how you affect others with your emotions, and how you are affected by others' emotions. How well or how poorly people manage emotions has a drastic effect on their relationships. Just as you have learned in the previous module of how being aware of your own emotions can affect how your feelings are shaped, being aware of others' feelings can help you act in a way that shapes others' feelings. Your ability to manage the effects of your emotions on other people's emotions is a key component of managing your relationships. Can you remember a time where this happened to you? If someone gives you a compliment, how does that make you feel? How do you feel when others around you are in a positive mood? Your emotions are often contagious, and being aware of how these emotions affect others can have a positive impact on your relationships. In the article titled, "Can Relationships Boost Longevity and Well-Being?" Dr. Robert Waldinger, a psychiatrist with Massachusetts General Hospital, affiliated with Harvard, points out that your relationships have a number of benefits that help promote your overall well-being. He says that based off his research, people who are more socially connected tend to be happier, healthier, and live longer than those that do not have as well-developed relationships. Having well-developed social skills is important in virtually every aspect of your life. From a nursing context specifically, because nurses have social interactions every day. Nurses need to be aware of what they are communicating and how this has an impression on others. While nurses are caring for patients, we know that situations can be emotionally charged. And from experience, you learn that when emotions are better controlled, it makes patient and family interactions more effective. In the end, allowing us to provide the best possible care. Well-developed social skills mean that we have an understanding of how we communicate our feelings and interpret how other people are feeling. This helps control our emotions, to be present in the moment, to provide quality care. There are many reasons that people find improving their social skills difficult. Oftentimes, it is due to stress or anxiety that can be associated with social interactions. Building strong relationships can help reduce this stress and anxiety. When you practice social interactions within familiar relationships where trust has already been developed, it can help increase your confidence and communication skills when interacting with people you are less familiar with. This helps facilitate the development of emotional intelligence. As you continue to create and foster these relationships, you continue to build confidence in social situations. Then you'll begin to learn how emotions influence your relationships. These opportunities provide first-hand learning on how your emotions affect others and how you are affected by others' emotions. Once you have developed strong relationships and have opportunities to have social interactions, it is important to develop nonverbal communication and conversational skills, as there are two skills that can be practiced informally during your everyday social interactions. Some studies suggest that a majority of your communication is sent through your body language and tone of voice. This means that nonverbal communication is vitally important. Start to pay attention to the body language of people you're engaging with, but also start to think about your own body language. Facial expressions can tell a lot about how someone is feeling. People generally display similar facial expressions when they're happy, surprised, sad, mad, or engaged. Posture also sends a message to those around you, and it is important to be aware of how you are standing. Try not to slouch. Face the person you're talking to and be aware of your own facial expressions. Part of having good conversations is listening, but also showing others that you are listening through body language. Conversational skills are best developed through practice, which is why it is important to develop relationships where you feel comfortable and can engage in conversation. In her TED Talk titled 10 Ways to Have a Better Conversation, writer and radio host Celeste Headlee gives 10 basic rules for having good conversations. See the resources section of this module for a link to this video. First, don't multitask. Focus on the conversation. Don't pontificate or force your opinion. Use open-ended questions to stimulate conversation. Go with the flow and don't try and control the conversation. If you don't know, say that you don't know. Don't equate your life experience with theirs. It's not the same, and all experiences are individual. Try not to repeat yourself. Stay out of the weeds, which means don't go into the minute details. Listen to understand instead of focusing on how you're going to respond. Finally, be brief and don't over-explain.